Hey, shalom, everybody. Shalom, shalom. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come in the building. Baba Kashab. Wait for a couple people get up in here. Okay, we just keep dropping off. If y'all gonna keep doing that, just stay where y'all at. I could do this by myself. You good, brother? Your connection good?
Kind of the one. I was waiting in the studio, getting ready for you to come on, and my computer crashed.
Okay, is it good now? Because you can't be
Uh,
coming back and forth in the video. You know what I'm saying? If it drop again, just stay out. You know what I mean?
okay, I got you. I got you. I'm on my phone, so I'm good to
All
go.
right, cool. All right, bet. I'll mute you back up. Can you mute on your own, or do I gotta mute you? All right, bet. Appreciate you. All right. We'll see if we can wait for Kadar to get in. If he don't come back, then it's just gonna be me and you, brother. All right, shalom, everybody. Hit the like button as I said when y'all come in the building. Baba Kasha. Do got a little lesson for y'all today. Some of you guys might have seen Kanye West interview. I want to go ahead and talk about that since it's relevant today. They have already taken down the video on the Drink Champs channel, but luckily I'm related to Van Lathan, the brother who did the the uh, the little class or the interview with 50 Cent and a couple other things. He used to work for TMZ. He gave me a video, a copy of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show that one. I also have it downloaded in case they try to delete it from the YouTube. But I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna start showing it from the YouTube channel so that we can avoid any copyright strikes, anything. And if I have to go into the video part of it that I downloaded, then we'll go into that. All right. But yeah. So basically, if you know anything, if you've been keeping up with the Kanye situation, a couple weeks ago, about a month now, he came out with these White Lives Matter shirts, right? With Candace Owens. A lot of people were getting on him for it, didn't really understand why he was doing it. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna kind of go into that today, then go into what he spoke about, you know what I'm saying, on the Drink Champs interview last night, rather, and then we're gonna go from there. So as usual, I want to start by saying and giving all praise to the Most High Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shah. That is in the name of his son Yahweh Shah. We are the sons of Thunder Israelites. It is our prayer and heart's desire that all Israel might be saved. Hope you guys enjoyed your tabernacles. You know what I'm saying? We had nice time. I know all of our different camps all spread out throughout the United States had a good time. We all enjoyed fellowshipping, so that was nice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed yours. Hope you took the time to go explore and relax and everything like that. And hope you got some recalibration going and you can continue on with the rest of your walk, at least till next year. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna go ahead and shout some of y'all out, and then we're gonna get started with this class. All right. So Shalom, Captain Israel Salakia. Shalom says Joanne Gilchrist, Terrence Bolden, Beverly Pleasure, Shalom, John Allen, Shalom, SOT Knock, Shalom, uh, Abaniam, Yasharala, Shalom. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. I was supposed to. All right, my bad. Salakia, y'all. Had to send a message to Kana. He said he might want to get on if he up. But Shalom, Baniam, SOT Kazaya, Shalom King, Soldier Kavan, Brian Christian Greer, Shalom, Captain Yarrow All, Shalom, Mark, James Huggins, Shalom. Yo, this dude is writing a lot of stuff. DTA Twan, Shalom. That's Kadar Haran, Shalom. Hope you end up coming back. I don't know what's good with y'all. Carla Taylor, Shalom. Captain Yaquab in the building, Shalom King. Mark Judah, Shalom. Holy Yasharallah, Shalom Mark. SOT Shemaiah. Okay. Isaiah, you know your phone and your computer's on now? Sure. And I can't unmute you. I don't know why. You see, I got you on here twice. There you go. Can you unmute? Because I can't. Okay.
Kind of the one. We good to go now.
All right, bet. And he's there. Is your connection good, Aaron?
Shalom. No, it's a camera issue.
Okay, you good now?
Khan,
All right, all praise.
Shalom, Yasser.
All right, Warrior Maya Allah, Shalom, King. Bela, Shalom. Rib, Shalom. Rodney Stevens, Shalom. Sanctuary, Shalom. Sister Anna Raya, what's up, sis? Got Boaz in the building. Alicia Jackson. Rupert McDonald, Shalom. SOT Soldier Yawasop, what's good, King? Tisha Thomas, Shalom. Peace. Dion Milton, Shalom. Yedit Zendaya, Shalom. SOT Alabama in the building, what's up? Nomad, Shalom. Sister Natiza, Shalom. And Shaquat, Shalom, King. All right, so, let's go ahead and get into this thing. So as I was saying, man, Kanye West has been subliminally doing things for a long time. I believe he's been woke for a minute. He's been trying to find the right approach to exposing the, JewISH people and the things that they got going on. See, I'm downloading this, almost finished downloading in case they try to take it down while I'm watching this. So, but yeah, I still have it on the YouTube channel. So we're gonna watch it from there. But this is the interview that he did yesterday, right? A lot of you guys might have seen the interview that he did on Fox like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, where they kind of chopped it up and tried to make him sound crazy and stuff. Boosie said something about that interview. Meek Mill said something about that interview. A couple other celebrities, right? Gatekeepers, if you will, that have been given the opportunities to leave. And Kanye even spoke about certain things like that in this situation with the Meek Mill thing, how he got out of jail because he snitched and all that type of stuff. So, like, he goes at the Jewish media, and that's basically why they took the video down, right? And the Jewish people, and basically explains that we're the real Israelites. He's had to kind of go at it by saying we're Jews too, in a way, because he's trying not to get completely shut down. But other times in the video, he had like bipolar moments and kind of just went all the way, right with it and let them know, what the deal was, and that it's up and it's stuck. So, I'm going to play as much of the video as I can. I'm going to try to avoid any profane parts because he did cuss a little bit in the video. But just to give you guys the gist of it before we play it, right? Of what it was about, from my understanding, from what I understand, and from what my cousin told me, because he actually had a conversation with Kanye. Van basically told me that Kanye's been woke for a minute. As you know, he woke up Big Sean, or let Big Sean know about it, had Big Sean looking at it. He's actually the man that told Nick Cannon about it. And Nick Cannon came out before him. And when he didn't get much support, he backed out. And he actually mentioned Nick a little bit at the beginning of this video as well, which we're going to get to see. So, yeah, Kanye basically taught Nick. He taught Big Sean. He's been in conversation with Ice Cube. A lot of people know that Ice Cube knows that we're the Israelites and everything, though he basically practices Islam, right? He still understands that we're Israelites and stuff. And there's a lot of other celebrities that have had these talks with Kanye, right? So Kanye's been like secretly waking people up behind the scenes, but nobody's really been man enough to stand up and say anything about it besides Nick. Nick came out and got, crucified, as we all know, had to backtrack everything. So since he saw what happened with Nick, he's kind of been, trying to figure out the best way to do it, best way to say things. And in this video, he actually, mentions how in his last couple of songs, he's been subliminally throwing messages out there on how he knows we're, the chosen people and stuff. And he's going to say some of those quotes in the songs and stuff like that he has throughout the interview. But long story short, he's basically gotten fed up now because, well, the Pete Davidson situation is what took him over the edge. A lot of you guys know, due to his last name, Pete Davidson is a Zionist Jew, right? The way Kanye is looking at the situation with Pete is like Pete is a plant from the Jewish community to destroy his family, because they knew that, you know, he had certain things that he knew about them and what they were doing. He said it started basically after the 444 album with Jay-Z. We know Jay-Z is somebody who put out a lot of things in that album. He's actually going to mention how the Jewish people came to Kanye and said that they don't like how Jay-Z put out certain Jewish business practices in the 444 record, when he was talking about the gentrification and all that type of stuff that they do, right? So he speaks on that stuff and basically said that that was the catalyst to him acting the way he was acting. So his best way of putting out the information of us being the Jews and trying to expose the JewISH community and the things that they do to us in the music industry and all that type of stuff, in the media and everything like that, he wanted to kind of shadow ban it, if you will, with a campaign that seemed like he was all for them. So he came out with he got together with Candace Owens and created the White Lives Matter shirt, right? Because it was supposed to help ease what he was going to say about the community, because he didn't want them to think he hated anybody, right? He's still a Christian at heart. So he's still on this love wave, you know what I'm saying? He's not all the way over the edge like us Hebrew Israelites, black Hebrew Israelites, if you want to say, right? We don't care about Esau. We're not worried about them. I honestly think he isn't either. He don't care about them, but because of his image and who he is, you know, him having fans that are of that stock and everything like that, he can't just completely come out and say, you know, F them and all the stuff that they have and everything like that, right? Like we can. So he's kind of taking the approach of, hey, we're Jews too. We want the same respect that you guys have gotten. Y'all get respect from the Holocaust and everything. We still have a Holocaust, Planned Parenthood. And he mentions that throughout the video and other things like that, to try to, as he says in his words, me too the Jewish community, because we're Jews too, right? As he would say. So Kanye came out with the White Lives Matter shirts as a way to ease what he was going to say about the Jewish community, and it didn't work. They still took everything away from that. He said they never even actually put out the shirts, and he's going to talk about that. Horowitz, the guy that he got together with to make the shirts, never put the shirts out because he's Jewish, and realized the agenda that Kanye was making. And from there, they took away his appearances at the SoFi Stadium to have 4 shows he was supposed to have. That was supposed to pay him a whole lot of money. They canceled him and all type of different things, right? His Chase account has been shut down for the Yeezy LLC. So though he's making money on Yeezys, he's not actually getting a chance to withdraw that money at all, because Chase is doing him like Wells Fargo did Wendy Williams right now. You feel what I'm saying? And he's going to talk about all that type of stuff in this interview, all because of what he said. So I'm going to leave it there. I'll speak more about it as we get to the different parts, but I kind of wanted to give you guys a gist of what it is that's happening and why this is so big, right? And why the video has already been deleted. Because the whole point of him going on to Drink Champs, for those of you guys don't know what Drink Champs is, it's a black culture podcast by Nori and DJ EFN, right? 2 Northern Kingdom brothers, Dominican and Manessa, right? Simeon and Manessa. So they basically have a show where they bring rappers on and other celebrities from hip hop culture to drink and give them their flowers, if they like, if you will, right? So Kanye's been on the show twice. Each time he's been on the show, he actually mentioned that we were the Israelites. Big Sean went on the show and told everybody that he found out we were the Israelites through Kanye, and so on and so forth. And there's been other brothers that have been on the show and said that they had these type of conversations with Kanye as well too, right? So the fact that they brought him back on was Kanye's way of going to black media. He wanted to go to a black media station so that he'd be able to actually say all the things he wants to say, because he saw clearly that the Jewish media, mainstream media, isn't going to allow him to say the things he needs to say. Instead, they're just going to try to make him look 730 or crazy, right? So that was his reason for going on this show, but it's already been deleted. So we're going to have to try to finagle this, all right? So y'all hit the like button when y'all come in the building, Baba Kasha, and we're going to go ahead and get started.
No sound out of one. I don't hear anything.
So, Lucky, you said what?
I don't hear any sound.
Yeah, put a 7 in the chat. Y'all can't hear the video? Hold on a second. Put a 7 in the chat if you was able to hear the video. I'm gonna try one more time. Brother said he couldn't hear anything.
They put a lot higher one.
No sound. Okay, hold on.
That I'm making, like Jewish
Well,
people
I hear it.
on the Black Voice, whether it's through wearing a Ralph Lauren shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or
Hold on, let me rewind it. It can switch some things up on the stream, y'all. Okay. Put it right here.
Jewish. And I'm like, see, this is my exact point that I'm making. Like Jewish people have owned the Black voice, whether it's through us wearing a Ralph Lauren shirt, or it's all of us being signed to a record label, or having a Jewish manager, or being signed to a Jewish basketball team, or doing a movie on a Jewish platform like Disney. And we understand it's like, I respect what the Jewish people have done and how they brought.
You see how he's doing this? He was gonna say Jews, then he said Jewish. Kanye is woke, bro. He know what's the deal, right? He know what's up. He's saying things subliminally though, because he doesn't want them to completely shut him down. But he's gonna get mad in the interview. He's gonna go bipolar. He's gonna go ahead and let them know what's up, right? So I don't want nobody thinking that he's being soft, because he's gonna, we're Jews too, right? He knows they're not Jews. But it's certain ways he's having to say things, because he's even going to let you know that Kim Kardashian has his kids going to a Jewish school. And for the Black kids that go to this school, it's a bunch of celebrities that have their kids at this school, right? For the Black kids that go to this school, Hispanic kids, Native American kids that go to this school, that who have parents that have enough money to take them there, they either have Jewish books that they read, things with the yarmulkes and stuff like that they teach them, or Kwanzaa stuff he's going to mention. He's going to say, but there's nothing about Jesus in the whole school, right? No Jesus anything. And we know this is because the Zionists don't really believe in him, right? So I just want to throw that out there. You saw him catch it, right? He said Jew and then the Jewish people, because he knows what the deal is. But I'm going to let him rock out for a minute.
Out there, people together, you know, they came into money through the lawyers. When after Wall Street, when all,
and he's still learning. Everything that he's gonna say isn't completely true. They did come into money because of what he's gonna. Well, I'm not gonna say they came into money solely because of this. What he's about to say is a reason why Jewish people came into money, but we all know the real reason they have money is due to the Balfour Declaration and the things that, you know, get transmitted to them every single year, the billions of dollars that they get, that they distribute to the different families that they have throughout the world, especially the ones in the United States. They all get a piece of that reparation, if you will, every single year, those billions of dollars. So that's really how they make their money. But what he's about to say is part of it as well.
All of the like the Catholics, they wouldn't divorce people. Right. So the Jewish lawyers came and they were willing to divorce people. That's when they first came into their money. So like, say with me and Jay, with our culture, with the darker Jews. First of all, because you got
this happens when anybody starts talking deep.
Okay. Yeah. With the darker Jews, the 12 lost tribes of Israel, who we are, because we Jewish also. We from Africa also. We're the blood of Christ. So we're not just Black. We are Jew, just like the Jewish people. And now we're coming into money. But the main thing is, I got to drink the Douce over the Hennessy as the first step to us coming together, like how the Jewish people came together. But we couldn't even talk about, I remember Ben Horowitz called me after 444 and said, I don't know about Jay giving up Jewish business secrets.
You see, Ben Horowitz hit him up after 444. Yo, what's Jay telling all you people how we get down for? You know what I mean? They hit him up. Why they not hitting Jay up? Because in the entertainment business, it's a money structure, right? It's a caste system, if you will. Kanye has passed Jay-Z on the caste system because he's richer than Jay-Z now. He's got more money, right? So instead of the Jewish people going to Jay-Z to find out why Jay-Z did anything, they're going to go to the closest person to Jay-Z that they know that has money, which is Kanye, right? That's why Kanye says, I've been talking to Jay this, Jay that, because they're not talking directly to Jay when he says things, which is why Jay's able to say certain things. He knows they don't have any direct connections with him, right? Of course, he does business with them and stuff like that, but not in a way where they can stop anything he does. So he can say what he wants to say in his music, and it's not going to affect his money, right? Kanye is a little bit different because he's actually gone into business with these people. Everybody in his background was Jewish, from, you know, his publicist to his trainer. And he's going to mention that, which is why he's now being classified as crazy and everything, because everybody that was in his back pocket was of this JewISH community. You feel what I'm saying? As opposed to Jay-Z, he doesn't have that many of them around him, so he could say more of what he wants to say, right? So that's something that Van basically clarified for me as well.
And these secrets,
we was talking about building up the properties and stuff like that.
Yeah, these secrets they not finna be a secret no more. Like if somebody tells me something, it's like, yo, I want to tell you this, but it's a secret. I'm like, I'm not your personal hard drive. Like if you want to be a secret, don't tell me. I'm not here to keep nobody's secrets, because it's only the truth that's gonna set us free. And what they do is, the JewISH community, especially in the music industry, they'll take, in the entertainment period, they'll take one of us, the brightest of us, right, that can really feed a whole village, and they'll take us and milk us till we die, and then Stevie Wonder's son got to get a job, right? But Cameron Azoff got a job at Apple. I mean, he's already set up because of the way Azoff is connected. And we have to make our own connections. That's what I saw. What I loved about it, I love Dove just as a human being. And
this is the guy from Adidas?
Dove is from American Apparel.
Okay.
But I'm talking about put out my White Lives Matter tee. The White Lives Matter tee don't say nothing. It don't say DEF CON or nothing on it, right? I'm like, put it out. And he's telling me like, yo, I want you to visit the Holocaust Museum. And I was like, yo, I want you to visit Planned Parenthood. That's our Holocaust Museum.
You see? So he's straight up letting them know, right? Because all these Jewish people, right? It's like he's telling you subliminally, because the way Kanye thinks, I think he got ADHD or something like that. He's gonna say a lot of things without finishing the sentence, right? But you got to catch what he says to be able to kind of dissect what he's talking about. Kanye is letting you know here that a lot of these Jewish people, after he does anything, he says anything, makes something known, or even if Jay-Z says something, they'll hit him up and try to criticize it or critique it, speak about it. He's saying the last couple conversations he's had with these people, he's been letting them know straight up, nah, that ain't how it's going to be, right? So just like, you know, they're asking him to go to the Holocaust Museum because now he's supposed to respect the Jews because he's calling himself a Jewish person, right? He's saying, why don't you come to our Holocaust Museum? It's called Planned Parenthood. It's in all the hood neighborhoods near you, right? And they're not agreeing to go to these things. They're just trying to basically get some type of sympathy from him because of the way that he's trying to go, right? Just like they did with Nick Cannon. After Nick Cannon came out and said we were the Jews, all the Jewish people got on him and, you know, basically, in a way, made him go to a Holocaust museum, but on air with all of them to speak about the Holocaust, right? And to have to publicly apologize for all the things he said. Kanye saying, I'm not going to do that. You're not going to do me like that because I actually have the proof of our Holocaust and the fact that we're still going through it, right? And it's not just Planned Parenthood. You know, George Floyd was a Holocaust too, which is why he mentioned George Floyd, but nobody caught that. The people that are talking about the thing he said about George Floyd aren't mentioning why he said it. Only reason George Floyd got mentioned in this interview is because he's trying to let you know that was another form of the Holocaust. He's about to bring it up right now, right after he finished talking about this, right? Even in the same, like, you know, retrospect of things. So keep that in mind.
I'm like, yo, I put my life on this at this point because they've been fucking with me too long.
So lucky for the profanity.
They put the crazy narrative out there. My Jewish trainer, Harley Pasternak, who's Lizzo's trainer.
Right. He had a Jewish trainer. And watch this. This is going to be very important because he had people in his background, right, that he trusted that were supposed to not put all his information out there. But once they started hearing things he was saying in the background off the cameras, they started recording him. And there was a time last year where he went to the hospital. A lot of you guys probably saw the articles. And that's when they really started labeling him crazy, right? He's going to tell you how he had a lot of friends go to the hospital with him. And it wasn't until this Jewish guy, his trainer, went to the hospital, recorded some things that he said, and then sent it to the press, right? One of the people that got this press was my cousin, Van Lathan, because he used to work at TMZ. He was working at TMZ at the time, and not long after that, he got fired because of things they were trying to say about Kanye. And he ended up choking one of the Republican Jewish people at the thing, and he got fired from TMZ. He's the same guy that did the interview with 50 Cent on 50 Cent's son and stuff last year, right? So that's how I'm getting a lot of this information. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that situation happens, and Kanye's labeled as a crazy man. And from then, Pete Davidson steps into the picture, and Kanye's basically going to tell you that was a plant, right? Because his family, the Kardashians, he said, has strong ties to the Democratic community. And we know Democratic community has strong ties to the media, which is owned by the Jewish community. So he said all of that was a ploy to try to get him to shut up and to make people make him look crazy. Pete Davidson being in the media with Kim Kardashian saying certain things about Kanye, that was supposed to change the narrative of how people look at Kanye and stuff like that, right? But it didn't work because people have been doing their research. It's enough Israelites out there that have got Kanye's back, and we letting people know what the deal is, right? Even rappers like D Flower, shout out to the brother. He's been to camp before, you know what I'm saying? He's on the rise right now. He's hitting that Boosie right now because Boosie keeps talking about Kanye West, right? Trying to make Kanye West seem crazy. There's rappers like D Flowers going at Boosie now, trying to let folks know that Kanye's not doing nothing bad. He's just telling folks what the truth is, right? So yeah, it's things like that. It's basically the civil war now between the conscious community of celebrities that know that we're the Israelites and aren't really afraid to say anything because they might not be at a certain level yet, and the ones that are at a certain level that have been paid off to act like they don't know anything. And Kanye is actually going to mention that as well. So I'm gonna let him get back to it.
Put it out when I went to the hospital, put it in the press. Oh. I got a bunch of friends that went to the hospital. It didn't go to the press. They did that just like they did in the documentary on the 3rd episode to say, we love Ye like the rest of y'all. We know he a genius like the rest of y'all, but sometimes you got to turn the camera off on him. Right. So they'll go and get a dude that's supposed to be my friend that's been taping me the whole time.
His trainer, right?
And buy this nigga out for $30 million.
I thought you co-signed that.
I ain't co-signing, but
and see, celebrities behind the scenes, they'll hear things like, yo, why he talking about Kanye like that? They ask questions, and then they're telling them, you know, the media, the people that they know, their publicists, most of them are Jewish, right? So Nori's folks told him that, hey, I thought you would co-sign that. Kanye's telling them, no, I didn't, right? And he's about to explain why. Same thing that happened to my cousin. They'll cancel you, right?
You get used to that. Paparazzi taking a picture of you. You ain't getting no money off it. Right. You just get used to getting screwed by the Jewish media. And I'm saying, y'all done poked the bear too fucking long. When I
block you again for the profanity. I didn't know that.
For the White Lives Matter tee, I have 4 SoFi Stadium shows. They cancel my shows. I said it's up. And let me tell you one thing. It's like if a black man.
So look, he had 4 SoFi Stadium shows. He's supposed to be able to speak. You know he's going to speak at these shows about us being the Israelites. They canceled that. They shut it down. They don't want millions of people to know what he's saying. Kanye's on a rampage right now. He's pissed off, right? He's saying it's up and it's stuck. He's explaining why, right? So he's going to get deep.
And it's caught with some in the car or something. Everybody in the car going to go to jail with him, right? But if a black man can play basketball or rap, only he gets the record deal. So meaning like if one black man does something bad, all the other blacks get caught with him. If one black man does something good, nobody else gets nothing with him. It's a reverse for the Jewish people, right? If a Jewish person could repeatedly fucks me on a deal, it's just them. It's just the businessman. It's not the people. It's not nobody else. But if a Jewish person does good, all of their people eat with them. That's one of the flips. I got to tell you something. Where is a black guy that has a Jewish person signed to him? Point it out. Tell me that. Where is a black person that's signed to a Jewish person? All of them. Basically 90% of them. So what I'm saying is, y'all done poked the bear too many times. Y'all should have learned with Drake. Y'all should have learned with Puff. Y'all should have learned with Hove. Y'all dealing with a different kind of animal here. You know, everybody wants to say I'm 730. Well, I'm going to use that to my advantage. I told y'all I was the leader. I told y'all I'm going to free my people in the name of God. And I will put my life at risk, because if I wasn't in a glass prison, just like Larry Hoover's in a real prison, then I would have had to say so when my kids go to school. I go in.
Watch this, right? And he's letting you know he's been on this wave for a long time. He's just been trying to find the right way to say it. He's put subliminals in songs. He became damn near a Christian rapper at some point, right? And I ain't gonna lie, I was one of the people that was like, yo, what the hell is going on with Kanye? You know what I'm saying? I spoke about it on Milk Monday 2 years ago, right? For the little Christian album he had, like damn near, right? But the fact of the matter is, he basically in this interview and people that he spoke to that I know, he informed them that he's been throwing subliminals out there. You know what I'm saying? On who we were. Like he just said, he's got songs about us being the chosen people. He's got songs about him being a leader, and he's gonna save his people in the name of God, just like he said, right? That was all him explaining that we were Israelites, but not actually saying it as boldly as he is now. He just didn't know the right way to say it, right? Without being canceled. He was afraid. And he's even gonna tell them, I'm not afraid of y'all no more, right? Like I was scared before, but now y'all could come kill me, do whatever you gotta do, right? Because it's too far up now. You feel me? So yeah, check this out.
And my kids,
he just mentioned the schools. Watch what he's going to say about the schools, because, you know, he has mentioned that a lot of these celebrity kids go to these different schools. They pay a lot of money just to get brainwashed and stuff like that, just to be indoctrinated, right? He's saying that thing is happening to his kids now. All of his kids, except for his oldest son, basically are in that loop. And he's even going to mention how his oldest son is kind of fighting it. And that's why they're taking him out the household right now. They put Pete Davidson in the house, because every time he talks to his son's asking him, why I got to do this with them? Why I got to do that with them? Why I got to sing all these Jewish songs at school when, you know, I'm not Jewish. I'm a real one. You know what I'm saying? He's going to mention that because his son is talking to him about it. He's like, by the time he's 16, they might have killed me already. I'm not going to be able to stop him you know what I'm saying, or get his mind right. And they're going to go back to trying to indoctrinate him again once they get me out the way. And he don't want that to happen, which is why he's speaking out as boldly as he is right now. It's mainly because he sees his son is kind of waking up to the same thing he's waking up to even at a young age. He's seeing it because it's getting through to his son, right?
School, I see Hanukkah books, then I see Kwanzaa. Christmas is Christ's Mass.
Like I said, he ain't all the way there yet, but the only reason he mentioned Christmas is because he's trying to mention Jesus, right? He knows Jesus is the Black Messiah, and that was the subliminal there, right? That there's no Jesus in any of these Jewish schools that these celebrity children go to.
Where's Jesus in the school where all the celebrities are paying for their kids to go?
Cell? I'm sorry. What did you
like, hey, I'm talking about.
Right.
But ain't nobody listening to me type shit. You know?
Right. That's what's going on right now, right? He's made these last couple of interviews. He's been talking, letting people know we're Israelites. And every time a celebrity has a chance to let more people understand what Kanye's saying, they never say what he's saying. They always go from the angle of, hey, Kanye's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Or he done went off the deep end. He's talking about George Floyd, like they hit it with fentanyl. We all saw that nigga knee on his neck, right? That's the stuff that celebrities are saying instead of pulling out the fact that he's been talking about us being the Jews, we the chosen people. Why ain't nobody looking into that, right? That's the gist of his argument. That's why he's saying he's in a glass house. It's like he's talking, but nobody's really listening to what he's saying. Us Israelites, we're not celebrities. It's only so many people that's going to see this video, right? If Boosie wasn't paid off, he could be talking with his fans and everything like that, the big amount of people he has, about how brothers talking about us being the Jews, right? D Flowers only has 100,000 followers. There's only so many people that's going to see him getting that Boosie, right? Steve Harvey knows we're the Jews, right? He's going to mention Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey doesn't ever say it. He'll talk about how spiritual he is and everything like that, but he'll never actually come out and say, yeah, you know, we the chosen people, right? We the real Jews. We the lost tribes of Israel, whatever it is. He won't say it because he's been paid off.
It's lucky.
You feel me? Yeah, go ahead.
Lucky, I don't want. No, have you heard him talking about the one world religion?
Yeah, he's look. He'll speak subliminals, but he won't actually come out and say what the facts are. Is what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what Kanye is talking about, right? He's saying all these people you can hear about how they talk that they know what's up, but they won't actually be as bold as me to tell you what the deal is.
Right.
And then when I say what the deal is, ain't nobody coming to my aid to back me up, right? That's what Kanye is trying to say. And it's true. Only people coming to his aid is the ones that everybody not trying to see. The Black Hebrew Israelites.
Saying I'm in like a glass box of like celebrity with a bunch of handlers around me and shit, and people colluding behind my back and being like, is he ramped up? What we gonna say now? What I told y'all, because I talked to Larry Jackson last night and he was like, yo,
from iTunes.
Yeah, but now he's got his own deal. He started telling me how Clive Davis changed his life. And I talked to him for 6 minutes.
A Jewish person telling him how Clive Davis changed his life. Why is he saying that? That's Kanye's subliminal way of letting you know that, hey, they're trying to suck up to us now, right? They see that I'm letting them know I'm exposing them. So they're trying to call me and tell me how all these black people help them make all this money, right? I don't care about that. I want y'all to tell the truth. And he's going to basically say that. I'm going to skip to that part in a little bit, right? But just listen to what he says about this.
He said, well, usually we talk back and forth. I said, Larry, this is my life, though. I'm letting you know so you can let everybody know what it is. What it is at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of y'all no more. And we don't have to be afraid. I understand that they got us so paid off every which way. They cutting down. And my whole point just off the tweet, the fact that, what does that even mean, what I said? And the fact that I got taken off proves my point. Jamie Lee Curtis went on TV and said, I hope they take his children away from him.
Right? It's people that's allowed to say they hope they take his children away just because he says we the Jews. Oh, no. On TV, he said we're Jews too. Right? We have our own Holocaust, Planned Parenthood. Now they're trying to fire him for that. Now you're anti-Semitic, right? So these are the things he's talking about. How could they say I'm anti-Semitic when I'm a Semite? He gonna mention it.
Wow. I hope they take his children away from him. Everybody they put out, Triple X, Tupac, that's what Larry was saying. Right. My response was, well, I guess I'm next then. Right. Because it's no backing down at this point. I talked to Cube because Cube been labeled an anti-Semite. First of all, we are Semite. We Jew, so I can't be anti-Semite. Right. First of,
you see, you know what the deal is. Ain't that something we say all the time? Haven't you heard either one of y'all all say that? We are Jew. We are what? Huh? I can't be anti-Semite. I am a Shemite, right? They don't like that. He posted that on Twitter, and Mark Zuckerberg took his Facebook away. They took his Twitter down. He probably ain't got an Instagram no more, right? Kanye know what's up, man. Y'all just been made to believe he's crazy and he don't know what he's talking about. Okay? You know the deal.
Ooh. I need my 4 stadiums back. The 78 media outlets that called me abuser when I was trying to get that heroin addict away from my kids that was tattooing my kids' names on them, Skeet, Pete Davidson. They popping up. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
yeah, Whitney knew what was up. Her and Bobby went to Israel. It's a lot of celebrities that know the deal, but Bobby's not coming out no more saying what's up because I've actually heard rumors that he think they helped take his family out because of what the deal is, because they know the truth, right? Whitney had a lot of Jewish handlers too, the ones that was giving her pills and stuff. But y'all could look that up on your own.
Like they, Trevor Noah. Not even from America. Right. He just looked black. Right? Gonna say, yo, Kim, it's gonna get dangerous. So they putting all that he crazy. He's so OJ. Right. Nori just want the family back together. Right. I just want the family back together. Right. Kim is a Christian. On TMZ, I just saw yesterday, they said Pete Davidson and Kim have sex by the fireplace to honor their grandmother. Is Jewish Zionist.
This is a subliminal too.
That's about that life. That's telling.
He's letting you know, right? Yo, these Jewish people, they're supposed to be the most holy people on the planet. And this Jewish Zionist himself is making the TMZ put out in the media that to celebrate the death of my grandmother, me and my wife or me and my girlfriend, whatever it is, we had sex by the fireplace. He's like, where's that in the Bible, bro? You know what I'm saying? Where's that in the Bible? That was a subliminal, right? Most people that would have went over their head. He's trying to let you know, yo, ain't no Jew supposed to be talking like that in public. Ain't no Israelite supposed to be letting you know what they do with their wife. Right? But this is a Jewish Zionist. That's how they get down. That's what he said, right? Those are subliminals. He's letting you know these people ain't the people of the book. This is the type of stuff they put out there, and y'all okay with it being in the media, but y'all getting mad at me? But he can't say it like that, right?
This Christian woman that has 4 black children to put that out as a message.
And you see, he knows that Kim Kardashian is not black, but he says his children is black. This woman who has 4 black children, he know that this is based patrilineally. Kanye know what's good. Kanye know he got Israelite kids, even though he's with that little Hamite woman, Edomite woman, whatever she is, right? because I don't know what the hell Kardashian. I don't know if he was a Hamite or Edomite. I don't know, but he's
Edomite.
Yeah, one of the two.
In the media. So when I drive by and I see the Hulu ads and I say the JP Chase Morgan ads, I'm gonna let y'all know right now, the devil is a defeated foe. You can't poison me. And by the way, y'all done already fuck with me so much. Y'all
Sorry again.
already black mirrored me. You already made everybody think I'm crazy. You already took my family away. You already separated all my friends. I don't got no celebrity friends, because when I was on TV, on Instagram saying, I don't know where my child is, and the Kardashians kidnapped my daughter in public, and I didn't have the address of my child, none of these niggas that want to say.
I ain't gonna play this part because he about to go look. Yeah. He about to go Kanye. Let me fast forward to about right here. But y'all catching this, right? Because main reason I wanted to do this, I wanted to break down the interview so people really understand what he's saying. Because with Kanye, it's a lot of subliminals that you got to catch. He don't finish his thought a lot of the time because he be knowing he gonna go deep. And he didn't want this to get deleted, but it did, because it was too much that was said that could be dissected by brothers like us, right? And it's too many celebrities that have now caught wind of this video that heard things in the background about us being Israelites, right? Because all the people that have been woken up by this thing. Like I said to y'all before, right? Before Kanye, Bobby and Whitney was in the truth, right? How many people you know Whitney Houston? Like, how many people you think Whitney Houston knew? How many people you think Bobby Brown knows in the community, right? How many people you think they had this conversation with? Tupac knew we was Israelites. Ice Cube know we Israelites, right? Puffy knows we're Israelites, but he's a plant. Jay-Z, how many people you think he knows, right? So it's a lot of celebrities out there that know this stuff. I just named a couple of big ones. Even folks I'm related. Sanaa Lathan knows we're Israelites. She started wearing the dresses. She shaved her hair for her consecration, but she's never said anything about it because her father got shut down with Bill Cosby. Stan, big cousin, right? He was the producer of the Bill Cosby show. And when Bill got locked up and when he came out and said we were chosen people, they shut everything down for them. And she had to basically promise she's not going to ever say anything, never post anything for her to keep the show that she has right now as a director. I know that. So she'll never be able to make a post about us being the chosen people. She don't even say nothing about the Bible no more on her Instagram or Twitter. She just wears her dresses and keeps it moving because she can't say nothing publicly to keep the position she's in. He's also going to mention a lot of people in her position that have been paid off to keep their mouth shut, but he's not going for it no more, right? I just know these things because I got people that are in my family that are in this community.
You know, I'm not going to be like, I talk about the left, the Democrats, and how they pray with BLM on our outrage. Mm-hmm. You know, even when I put up the DEFCON 3 tweet, I was outraged at this point.
What does DEFCON 3 mean?
It's like level of
like
actually when it's DEFCON,
it's like nuclear war.
Shit, I spelled it wrong. I have a tendency to do that. But DEFCON is actually that you're preparing to protect yourself. Because that's what I did. Because if once they cancel so
look, the white, he just let you know subliminally what the White Lives Matter shirts are for. It was supposed to be protection. It was supposed to be a subliminal message for the JewISH people to let them know, hey, I ain't trying to intrude on your parade. I'm not trying to shut all y'all stuff down, even though y'all been killing my people and stuff like that, making us write music that's making us kill each other and stuff like that, right? Paying us off for making this music and y'all getting paid off of it, giving us little crumbs of the deal and stuff, even though we're killing our people over this music that y'all paying us to promote, because that's where he's about to go into now, right? I made these White Lives Matter shirts so that I could have the freedom of speech to tell my people what the truth is and still let them know that, hey, y'all still as a people, though, we're not going to completely shut y'all down, right? It was supposed to be protection for him, the White Lives Matter t-shirts. Him getting with Candace Owens was supposed to be protection. It's not because he want to run as a Republican and have all the white folks hop on his back because of him liking Trump and all that type of stuff that other people have been trying to say, right? It has nothing to do with that. It was protection. It was a protection method. It was a weird one, but Kanye brain isn't like everybody else. He figured if I put these shirts out there and if I go the opposite way of Black Lives Matter, they're going to let me say what I got to say. And it didn't go that way. They've still labeled him crazy. They still have tried to chop up certain things he said and not let it be said the way that it's supposed to be said, right? Hey, y'all hit the like button as y'all come in the building. Brother saying y'all doing me dirty, man. You know what I'm saying? We putting myself at risk telling y'all this stuff. But so yeah, this is the things that y'all got to understand about this, right? So Kanye's explaining to you literally that it was a protection method. The White Lives Matter t-shirts isn't because he thinks white lives matter. It was to give him the freedom of speech to be able to tell them we the real Jews, right? So keep that in mind as well as you understand the rest of the message.
SoFi stadiums because of what's classified as wrong think,
Right.
because you have groupthink.
Right.
It is very important to have the black vote be in groupthink and to not separate from the thought and be completely in line with the agenda of the left, the Jewish media, and the Chinese.
That's Psalms 83. That's crafty counsel, right? They always want us to be aligned with those three groups that he just said. And it's true. If we like when you think about it, right? What happened when the Chinese people got beat up? When a couple of them got killed in the parlors in Georgia 2 years ago during COVID, right? Didn't they have a bunch of black people that they had marching with them? Go ahead, Kadar. Are you on mute?
Like I was just saying, they put that bill out. They didn't take
Yeah,
that.
and then they put that bill out, right? After they made us all march, right?
No time.
They didn't waste no time at all, right? Kanye he just couldn't come out and say it that plain. So he broke it down and he left it up for you to dissect it, right? But that's what happened, right? We all remember that. When them 7 parlors got shot up, hey, throw out to Christopher Johnson for your generous donation. Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah. So we all know that when they shot up them 7 parlors, they didn't waste no time giving them that money. And before it happened, they made sure that they had Black Lives Matter go and do a march with them Asian people, right? How many marches did we do and we didn't get no reparations for it? But they still made us align with these Asian people when it happened, right? These are the type of things that they did, and he's realizing that stuff. That's the only reason why he's been going Republican and stuff like that. It's not because he really, it's not because he feels the Republican agenda and stuff like that, or that he agrees with it. He's even going to mention that in the interview. I just don't know if I'm going to get that far with it. But y'all can watch this on your own. You know what I'm saying? It's still on the YouTube. The Drink Champs Kanye West interview. I'll give you guys this channel until I delete this video, because this one probably is going to be deleted too. But he is going to mention how, I'm trying to say the best way to say this. So he is going to mention how like the Republican agenda isn't something he really agrees with, but it's something that he's had to use to his advantage, right? Because of the ideals that they have. He's trying to get our people to think sort of in their way. And he's going to mention that subliminally, how the Republican agenda is to put God first, right? That's the only reason why he's jumped on their bandwagon, so to speak. He's trying to get our people to put God first. And then he wants to kind of segue that speech into us being the chosen people of God, right? It's just a certain way that he's thought to go about it. And it hasn't exactly gone that way yet. Hasn't gone the way he planned.
That's a lot of
Chinese niggas got something to do with it?
They got something to do with everything. This is my issue with Jared Kushner. Okay, so I went.
Right, so I ain't gonna look yet. You're gonna go somewhere else with that. Let me fast forward to this part. This is important right here. Oh, Salaki.
Coming from. There's a lot of black conservatives. You know, the liberal agenda is to take God out of the homes and separate the families. With that,
and you see that right now with people like Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade and their family, right? Yeah, you see that they are the typical family, celebrity family, the scapegoat, if you will, for the Democratic agenda. Right? And you see what they've been doing. The type of things that they do, the type of things they put out, all their family pictures, as far as they going with that little boy and trying to make him a girl. That's the Democratic agenda. And we know that there's no God in that household because that's against the Most High, right? He's letting you know subliminally, that's the only reason I've jumped on the Republican bandwagon, because their message is to keep God first. So I want to hold them to their message, right? If you want to keep God first, then you got to keep God's people first. Republicans, we're the blood of Christ. We're the God's chosen people. Ain't that what he said at the beginning, right? That's his agenda with the Republicans. It's not so much that he likes that stuff and he agrees with them and all this type of stuff. He's looking at the party guidelines and what you're supposed to be as a Republican. And Republicans, on paper anyway, are supposed to be people that, you know, they're supposed to be people that put the Most High first, right? So that's basically what he's talking about there. Hey, bro, I'm giving a commentary here. If you don't like me talking, get the hell out of here. I'm going to talk. This is my video, right? If you want to hear Kanye speak, go watch it on your own. That's the point. It's on YouTube. Fucking idiot.
You're going to get mayhem. You're going to get Mad Max on the other side. The conservative agenda is still that God runs the world. And I'm Christian, and I feel like I got the best.
No, don't kick him. Let him stay.
So
but if you say something else,
Jesus,
you know,
I'm Jesus gang.
Okay.
But
let him go.
The Jewish people and the Muslims are all sons of Abraham also. And what Farrakhan would talk about right now is for the Jewish people, what I'm doing is I'm me too in the Jewish culture.
You see? He's me too in the Jewish culture, right? Watch this. I'm going to break this down when he finishes.
I'm saying y'all got to stand up and admit to what y'all been doing. And y'all just got away with it for so long that y'all don't even realize what y'all doing. And it's like, y'all can't fuck with me either because y'all behind that gated fence. Y'all soft. Your hands got soft. You ain't out here getting beat up every day like.
He said you behind that gay defense. Did y'all catch that? Your hands got soft. You behind that gay defense, right? He's saying that the Jewish people, their hands got soft. They pushing the gay movement. They pushing all this homosexual soft stuff on my people. So they're not strong enough to stop what I'm saying, right?
Like me. You ain't out here getting called crazy every day like me. You ain't out here getting your family snatched like me. You ain't out here half your culture getting aborted like me. You ain't out here getting outraged with false narratives like BLM.
He said gated fence or gay defense.
Like me. So for all the Jewish media, y'all want to sit down and have a conversation with me? Okay. Then let's have a conversation. But you ain't going to send Harley Pasternak, Puff Daddy, Meek Mills, Kim Kardashian, none of the usual suspects and get me to stop talking. You're going to have to take my life. I don't care if you Black Mirror me. I don't care if you do some of the alternative, what the thing was, show me talking, saying somebody didn't say. I don't care if you have me fucking a goat on camera. I don't care what you do. You're going to have, And by the way, and if you take my life, there's going to be some college kid, some young Ye, some young Pac that's going to even go harder. It's going to, y'all thought George Floyd was going to send it up. If you took my life right now, you're going to see something you never saw. So we might as well have a conversation because I love
Let's
you.
have the conversation.
I love the media platform.
And we love Jewish.
Now, it's about to get a little coonish in here because they've been talking for an hour now about how he, been getting on the Jewish people because I fast forwarded a little bit. And Nori and EFN are about to get a little raccoonish in here. But Kanye going to shut it down. For the brother that said he couldn't hear, I guess you're going to have to leave and come back because everybody else said they have no problems right now.
Love Jewish people.
But I'm very mad. Yeah. I have a problem. The conversation ain't over. It ain't okay, yay, clarify. It ain't nothing to be clarified until we have a conversation. You got Jamie Lee Curtis on TV talking about, I hope they take his children away from him.
Yeah.
It's up.
Yeah. Yeah.
The queen is in the house.
But it can't be narrowed down to, like you're saying. You're saying Jewish media, but it's the media. There's people obviously in
I'm not narrowing down.
Right.
I want Jewish children to look at their daddy and say, why is Jay mad at us?
You see, EFN tried to coon it out, you know. You say Jewish media, but you can't just get on all Jewish people. Why? This is Revolt TV. Y'all know who runs Revolt TV? Y'all heard of Diddy? Right? He keep mentioning Diddy, and he's on Diddy platform. Diddy has a stake in Revolt TV. Diddy's partnered with Jewish people. That's why this video got taken down so fast. Right? But he's getting on them on their own platform that's being run by Jake. Right? Check this out.
I want all the kids that love my shoes and love my songs to say, why is Jay mad? What have you done to his people, to the darker Jews, to our brothers that has Jay speaking up, that had Nick Cannon speaking up, that had Ice Cube speaking up? What'd you say?
Would you say?
You see, he's mentioning some of the people in recent times that we know have spoke up about this type of things and have been labeled crazy for it, right? Ice Cube was called anti-Semitic during COVID. Nick Cannon was called anti-Semitic during COVID because they both came out and said we was the Jews. They got Carmelo Anthony with it for a little bit because he came out and said we was the Jews in a damn Instagram live. Like, it's little things, and that's why he mentioned earlier, like, it's this world, this like new world thought that they have, this common thought process that they want everybody to think of, right? It's only one type of Jew, and they're white people. It can't be black people that are Jews too. If you say that we're the Jews, you're automatically anti-Semitic because you're trying to say that we're not the Jews because, you know, white people and black people are not the same. They know that we're not technically the same. They know we're two manner of people, right? As Genesis says, which is why it's such a big deal when black people, Hispanic, Native American people say that we're the Israelites. We can't be the Israelites and they be the Israelites, and they know that. That's why they automatically label you anti-Semitic. It's a problem. He's saying darker Jews, not because he believes that there's darker Jews or whatever. He knows the Jews is blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. The problem is he's having to say things like that because he doesn't want to completely get shut down. And he knows he's on Revolt TV. He's on their platform right now. Right? He's got to show a little bit of respect because there's probably some Jewish people holding cameras in front of him right now, bro. Making faces as he says things, which is why EFN and Nori is in the background. Like, yo, we got to come to their rescue, right? But Kanye about to shut it all the way down. He's already letting you know, hey, I want these little Jewish kids that like my shoes to be asking their parents, why is Kanye so mad at us? What do you got to do to his people, right? And he knows that's not things they're going to be willing to talk about. Because the things that they did to our people have to do with the slave trade. Things they did with our people have to do with them stealing our identity. Things they did to our people have to do with them having us killed right now to this day, right?
Blacks is Jews.
Blacks are Jews also.
We gotta say we love Jewish people then. We love Jewish people. We got
His
grace.
His face is like, damn, I wasn't expecting him to go there with it. I wasn't expecting Nori to coon out on me, Nori. Nori, I wasn't expecting you to do me like that, bro.
I love Jewish
Okay,
people.
so I'm gonna be like,
my homie's a Nicaraguan Jew. His dad came from Poland, escaped the Holocaust, and his mom's Nicaraguan.
And
He would be like, I don't know what's going on.
And by the way, we haven't escaped the
What is it,
Holocaust. We're still
Nicaraguan?
in it. Plan B, Planned Parenthood. We are still in the Holocaust. Even the
A Nicaraguan Jew is probably a dude that was Portuguese, you know what I'm saying? Moved over there. He's from Poland or something like that, speaks Portuguese, and he moved to Nicaragua, right? So he's not really a Jew, he's Jewish. But that's EFN homeboy. That's why he's talking about it. He's saying he wouldn't know what's going on. Yes, he would. He knows exactly what's going on, EFN.
even the information put in our music, the toxicity put in our music, is nothing promoting the idea of a king taking care of a queen and then taking care of the future kings and the future queens. It's just us talking about killing each other and Jewish people getting paid off of it. So I could be like a parent that I got a belt. So it's like, bow, I love you, but bow. It's I love you, but it's still up. It's up until we get it fixed. Until we get it fixed. It's not no, oh, we're going to calm down because you done fucked with me and you done fucked with my people too much. And you could throw whatever tag
Lucky again for the profanity.
you want. You could call me a racist. You didn't call me everything already.
Right.
What I got to lose? My 6-year-old son came to choir practice and said, "Why I gotta sing? I'm not even going to your school." This is a
You see, his son is catching on, right? Even though he got Pete in the house with him and everything, he's saying his son is kind of catching on to the agenda because he's getting a chance to talk to him. Now watch how he feels, which is why he's really doing this.
a male billionaire with the face of Kim Kardashian. If he's saying that to me now, who is he at 16? Who is he at 26? By 26, he might be in jail because I can't say nothing to him because they took me out the house.
See? That's the point. He's saying he got a kid at the crib that's realizing what's going on, right? And it's coming to the point where he's not able to, keep his kid quiet. And he think that's going to be the reason why they actually take him out. Because once he get to 16, 26, when he really got a mind of his own and he can say what he want to say, ain't going to be no stopping him, just like it's not no stopping his dad right now, right? He's saying when he get to that point, he might get locked up because I ain't going to be able to save him. They probably would have took me out by then because I ain't finna stop. Ain't no turning back, right? So that's the gist, man. It's a long interview. I'm not going to play too much more than this because I don't want them to shut down our video. He going to get real deep after this part. But I will, hold on, let me see. I might be able to play 5 more minutes or 2 more minutes of it. Let's see what else he says.
Deep.
I definitely needs you.
Do we dare do quick time slime?
Do we dare do it, you say?
All right, that's it. So, yeah. Give me Psalm 83 right quick. Somebody else give me Ezra 9:14.
I got Psalms 83.
Because what the brother's doing, man, he's literally letting you know the crafty counsel, right? In this interview, and here, I'll bring it up, pull it up for y'all so y'all can watch on your own time. Let me show y'all where I got this one from. Again, I don't know how long this video gonna be up. Y'all could go to Bugsy Links, Salakia. And just type in Drink Champs. You know what I'm saying? He's got some Asian characters, Mandarin at the back to stop them from being able to catch it. But y'all could go watch that on your own time. Catch the rest of the interview. See what else he says. All right. And we use that with fair use due to the Fair Use Act. Yes, sir. Give me that Psalm 83.
Con, start from the top.
Yeah. Psalm 83 and 3.
Con, start at verse 3. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, start at verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and have consulted against thine hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. You see that? So something else that you spoke about, we didn't get too deep into it, but something he's going to harp on for a while in the video is actually how a lot of Jake has been paid off in the celebrity community, right? A lot of them are part of this crafty counsel, if you will, which is why he's not getting as much support as he thought he was going to get when he came out with this thing, right? And he kind of knew to an extent that he wasn't going to have too much support because, because of the things he saw that happened to Ice Cube and Nick Cannon, right? Nick Cannon's supposed to be a lovable guy, if you will, in the community of the celebrities, right? He got Wild 'N Out show. He's a comedian. He's the ex-husband of Mariah Carey. He got a kid, right? He's supposed to be a lovable guy. He came out, said we were the Jews, and they demonized him. Turned him into this anti-Semitic racist dude that wears a turban. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube. He's got an iffy type of reputation with the community, right? Because of the NWA and everything like that. He came into the world as a person that was known for not giving a crap about what he says. He's going to speak what's on his mind, right? That's who the Negroes with attitude, if you will, were, right? So that being the case, when he comes out and says something, it's not really much of a surprise that he said it, but, they still labeled him anti-Semitic and racist and everything like that. So that's two different sides of the spectrum that you see. You got the really extreme brother in Ice Cube, and you got somebody who's supposed to be really lovable than Nick Cannon, and they demonize him the same way, right? Now you got Kanye, who's like in the middle of the spectrum, and he got more money than both of them. So now we're seeing a man with more power. He's the richest black man in history, right? And we see he's got the type of power now to where even when he goes out there on the media, he could say what he wants to say, but the video still gets shut down. I'm sure once TMZ catches wind of it and everything like that, they're going to spice it up and everything. Now that you can't find it on the Drink Champs anymore, and they'll be able to say whatever they want to say about it because their producers are Jewish, right? They're the main celebrity hotline for when crap one needs to be put out. Entertainment now, all these people, all these different media stations, they're all run by Jewish people. Fox, they're all going to get their hands on these videos and try to make Kanye seem like a crazy dude. That way, the mainstream of our people, regular blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans that might not know we're the Israelites yet, because there's a lot of us that don't, they're never going to get the full message of what he was trying to say, right? Yeah. Yep, exactly. It happened to Lupe too, and that's the reason why Lupe has been put down. It's a lot of people that have tried to say things, and the things they said wasn't even really that crazy, right? Childish Gambino said something about us being chosen people before, and you haven't really seen much of him either. His TV show's not on the air no more. He gets an Emmy for the ATL, and then no more. Because he said something about being Jewish, the Israelites, right? Things like that. Lupe Fiasco was somebody that was a lovable rapper, lovable artist. White, black people, Hispanic people, all type of different people like Lupe's music. He said something about the Jewish people in the music industry, and he gets shut down, right? So, and then we all know Bill Cosby, a bunch of different people. So these are the things that they do, man. It's all part of that crafty counsel, right? How much you got more on that, Kadar? Did you finish it?
I'm at verse 5.
That's cool then.
First five.
Yeah, that's cool. You can drop that then. Give me that Ezra chapter 9, verse 14, Doc.
Khan, it's the book of Ezra chapter 9 and verse 14. Should we again break thy commandments and join affinity with the people of these abominations?
Right, and that's a big point of what Kanye was trying to say in reference to the music industry, right? He was trying to let people know every time he spoke about the music industry in this interview. I didn't play much of that because he cussed a whole lot in that like music industry portion, the different portions of the music industry, because he spoke about it 3 times and cussed a lot in all of them. But in that portion of the music industry portion thing that he was speaking about, he's trying to let you know that, yo, we've been joined with these people. Every time you look at a black artist, Hispanic artist, we're signed to a Jewish person. And the things that they make us rap about or sing about is never anything that's conducive to our people. It's nothing that's going to help our people get to where we're trying to get to. It's nothing that's going to help us rise up, start our own communities. It's things that's making us tear down our communities. It's music making us kill each other, right? That's the type of stuff that Kanye was trying to talk about in those portions. And he's like, yo, we can't like keep expecting something different when we keep joining to these people, when we keep rushing to their labels to get signed. They're going to keep making us come out with the same music, right? That's why he started mentioning Jay-Z and the Duce and stuff, because he's like, things aren't going to change until we start supporting ourselves, doing our own things. We got to start our own labels so we can make music about the stuff we need to make music about, right? Imagine if it was a big-time artist that was an Israelite. Say Jay-Z wasn't spitting, I don't know, 5%er knowledge, and he's spitting Hebrew Israelite knowledge all the time, right? Say he got a Yasharallah Collective Records or something that he starts. Like, it would be impossible for us not to have a bunch of artists out there then at that point, putting nice music into the airwaves. But he's saying we'll never get to that point if all these celebrity artists that know the truth are still trying to get keep their hands in the pockets or keep these Jewish people in their pockets, right? Because of the resources that they have to further their music career. He's saying, I'm a billionaire now. We could all jump behind me and what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? We could come together with other people like Jay, Rihanna, start our own stuff. But it's not enough for these celebrities, whether they're actors, rappers, singers, whatever it is. It's not enough of them that are willing to put down that check and to go get it with their own people and put that money at risk, basically. It's not enough of them that are willing to do that. Money's the root of all evil, right? And he's letting you know that a lot of these people have been paid off. They've been paid so well that a lot of them, even though they know the truth, they don't really care what position they could be putting their people in by letting them know the truth. It's more so important to just keep their pockets full. That's all they want, right? Read the verse 15, huh?
God, wouldst not thou be angry with us till thou hadst consumed us, so that there should be no remnant nor escaping?
And that's what he's talking about, right? We're in a situation where we've been joined with these people. They got us making this music that's making us kill each other. And we're continuing to kill each other. We're continuing to make this music like we don't know what's going on. All type of different people, from Lupe Fiasco to Kanye West, have told us the agenda in the music, and brothers are still ignoring it to get that check, to get this $600,000 deal, to get a $2 million deal, and then not even sell enough records to be able to own any of that money afterwards. You got to pay it all back. You got put in a 360. You got a chain at the beginning as part of your loan, maybe a little car that they let you lease. It's not even yours. And then you don't sell enough records because we don't buy records no more. It's a bunch of people streaming it. You're not getting the streams you need, and then you owe the Jewish man money. So now you got to make more of that terrible music to pay yourself off, right? You in debt out the gate. That's all of them. And that's what Kanye's trying to say. That's why he said, show me a black man that's got a Jewish person signed to him. He said, none. But show me a black man that's signed to a Jewish person. He said, all of them.
Hey, Salaki.
Go ahead.
That's who is that? Jerry Heller, dude that owned Ruthless Records, NWA. When
yeah, he's a Jewish man,
right. A dang on Jewish man, and they rapping about gangster music, right?
They rapping gangster music,
right? And then Ice Cube finds out he getting yanked over, getting money taken from him, leaves the group, and everybody else stick with him.
And Eazy-E, who was my favorite person of the group, he was the one that got them with Jerry Heller because he's looking at the check.
And then when
Most High took him out. Most High took him out. He was worried about the check. If you want to be real and you look at the auspice of the jump, Gary Heller, whatever his name is, he's really the one, and him and NWA, they made it possible for us to have all these different artists that we have now. The NLE Choppers, the NBA Young Boys, the Fredo Bangs, the Lil Durks, all these dudes that the kids listen to now that all they rap about is killing each other, smoking this, smoking that. You know what I'm saying? King Vons, all these dudes, right? It's NWA that gave them the blueprint, right? For that type of music, to be able to put this type of stuff out there. Kanye is just exposing that on a mainstream level. He's somebody that's big enough to make people believe it when it's being said, which is why they're trying so hard to stop him from saying stuff, right? Guys, all this Freemason crap don't matter, right? I don't even know if he's a Mason, but clearly whatever you said that for has nothing to do with what he's talking about. That message that he's giving has nothing to do with him being a Mason. So I don't even know why y'all mention stuff like that. This is the type of stuff that separates people from the message of what's really going on, right? Y'all bringing out all that crap. It's Israelite brothers that do that. It's no point. The man's telling us the Israelites. Why you got to mention if he's a Mason or not? He's obviously not into that right now. Right? If he was, he'd be going with the agenda. He'd be doing everything that they're telling him to do like he was before when he was scared. He's saying that's not the deal no more. So cut the buffoonery. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. Because this is basically what he was talking about in reference to why there's not more celebrities coming out. Why nobody came to Nick Cannon's aid. And he was just put out there on the ledge, right? If Kanye had the balls to do this 2 years ago, it would have been him and Nick versus these people. If Kanye had the balls to do this 2 years ago, it would have been him and Nick and Ice Cube versus these people. But now he's behind the game. You know what I'm saying? He's having to play catch up now, and he knows that, which is why he mentioned it. He really wants them to step back up and get back into this thing. I already know Nick Cannon too scared to do it. He lost his livelihood. He don't want to do that again. He's just now getting everything back. You feel what I'm saying? And they do that to you. That's their way. They'll take your pockets from you after you've been so used to living a certain way, and you'll do anything you can to get that back. That's why the Bible says it's going to be difficult for the rich man to get into the kingdom.
Right.
You're seeing it play out right in front of your eyes. Even these brothers and sisters that know the truth, that have been demonized for speaking it, they're still not going to come out and say what they need to say. After another brother like Kanye says what he's got to say, right? Okay, Nomad. You missed the whole point of this whole thing, bro. You talking about 33-degree Freemasons and all this type of stuff has nothing to do with what we're talking about here. Kanye is going with God's agenda, with letting the Black, Hispanic, and Native American people know that they're the chosen people. They're the Israelites. They're the 12 tribes of Israel. They're the blood of Christ. The younger siblings of Christ, if you will, as Paul said, right? He's the first among many brethren. Romans 8. So, like, that's the agenda that Kanye is going with. He ain't talking about nothing he said in that whole interview had anything to do with Freemasonry. We've done a class on Freemasonry before in the Boule. Nothing Kanye did in that interview had anything to do with the signs that I showed you guys to look for in that video or those videos. So again, cut the buffoonery. You keep taking us sideways with this because I keep having to mention it. You say something else about him being a Mason, I'm gonna just kick you out of the chat straight up. Because I ain't got time for it tonight. I got a point. He got a point. And it's not about being a Mason. He's telling us we the Israelites. That's the point. He didn't say we the Masons. All hail Egypt. No, he didn't do all of that. He said we the Israelites. We the lost tribes of Israel. And then he went into explaining how they're taking us out through the music industry, right? The industry that he made his money in. He's talked about how they're enslaving us in the fashion industry, the industry that he's making his money in, right? How they have their hands on everything that we do, in every prominent person that you know in every single community, whether it's sports, entertainment, music, whatever it is. They've got their handlers on everybody. He went as far with the Pete Davis thing to tell you that, hey, they'll even infiltrate your family and take your family from you if they're scared of the things that you will say. None of that is Freemasonry, Negro. So cut the mess. Okay? Did we read Ecclesiastes?
Lied on.
Read that for me.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
That's it, man. He's trying to tell you in this thing that a lot of our people in this community, they ain't bold enough to say the things that he's saying because they've got a gift. They've been paid off, right? And I told you, even folks in my family, Sanaa Lathan, she's been paid off. They gave her a show after they took Bill Cosby's show from her, right? Her pops don't get paid no more. Stan Lathan, his check was the Bill Cosby show that used to air. When they took Bill to jail, he lost his livelihood, right? Now she's got a show, and she was basically told, you could be an Israelite, but you can't say nothing. We don't want you posting nothing on your Twitter. We don't want you posting nothing on your Instagram. You can wear all your dresses and stuff like that, but don't tell nobody why you don't wear pants no more. Don't let them know you following the Bible. Van choked out a man at TMZ. He got fired, right? So it's like, it's things like that. We see what happened to Nick. We see what happened to Carmelo. We see what happened to Ice Cube. They've paid you off handsomely. We see that, like Kanye even mentioned Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey know the truth. How many shows Steve Harvey got?
At least 5.
How many shows Steve Harvey got? He's
got
never going to say anything. He never going to grow that beard. Because then they're going, yo, we ain't never seen Steve with a beard before. Why he got a beard now? You one of them Black Hebrew Israelites, Steve? You a Muslim? Right? He He don't want them asking him no questions. He'll tell you about the New World Order, one world religion, the agenda, but won't tell you how he know all that stuff. Damn, Steve, you've been researching? What you researching for? How you found that out, Steve? He ain't gonna tell you. Right? Because that gift destroyed the heart. It's no longer about, let me wake up my people, like Kanye's thinking. It's about, well, I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? These folks gonna find out on their own. There's enough people out there doing what they gotta do. Yeah, gatekeepers. That's somebody I would expect you to say. There's gatekeepers out there. He even mentioned people like Diddy and Meek Mill. Meek Mill came out of jail and became a Muslim. Meek Mill was a brother that believed in the Bible before he went to jail. As soon as he get out of jail, he's straight Muslim. Speaking against Kanye, trying to call Kanye crazy for calling us Israelites. That's why Kanye's like, yo, you was paid off. They only let you out of jail because you was paid off. They made you a Muslim. Diddy, he speaks about Christianity and stuff. Diddy's tied with T.D. Jakes, Matthew Copeland and them. He's never going to tell you the truth. He's part of their agenda. He's one of their gatekeepers. Right? Oppression make a wise man mad, man.
So
go ahead.
I got that precept in Matthew 19:23.
Bring that out.
Con that one. Then said Jesus unto his disciples.
Hey, Isaiah, Salakia, give me 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and 9 too. Go ahead, read that.
This is Matthew chapter 19, verse 23. Then Jesus said unto his disciples, verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. And again, I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of God.
Because they're not going to give up their riches to speak what's real. They're not going to give up their riches to wake up and put their brick in to bring the kingdom of God, right? Yeah, I wish I told you sell everything you got. They're not going to do that. Kanye's letting you know in public, yo, I'm willing to make it happen. They're already trying to take my damn Chase account from me that I got for the Yeezy. That's what made me a billionaire. I'm still going to get on Drink Champs today and talk about this stuff, though. Right? He's willing to throw it away. He's telling you that. Because he's like, I got too much money for them to really take all my stuff anyway. They make you think they could take everything from you. They can't really stop me unless they kill me. That's why he said, y'all going to have to kill me. You can't poison me and then y'all going to have to take me out. Go ahead.
Khan, it's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 9. But take heed, lest by any means this liberty of yours become a stumbling block to them that are weak.
And that's, if Kanye knew that precept, he would have brought that out for them. Y'all got so much freedom out here. All you people know about us being the Israelites, and y'all ain't told nobody. All of y'all got platforms. You know how quickly we would have got up out of here if all these different celebrities would have said what they know already? And Kanye wouldn't have had to do it? Kanye, who everybody already think is crazy? You realize that? They letting the crazy man say it because they already made him look crazy. Most people ain't going to listen to what he's saying in regards to us being Israelites. But if all these other celebrities would have been man and woman enough to say these things, we would have been out of here already. Too many of us would have woke up by now. Right? But they've let this stumbling block be something that's, they've let their freedom become a stumbling block. They've gotten used to the riches they had. They've gotten used to the pockets being full. Right? A lot of these rappers, they know the lifestyle they living is wrong and stuff they rap about is wrong. They ain't doing that stuff no more. But every album they come out with is going to be the same type of music. Because they're afraid to let them pockets get empty. Them Jewish people run the game, man.
That's right.
So that's why Christ said things like, set your riches in the kingdom of heaven. Don't set up things on earth. You know what I'm saying? These people don't know that. They pastors ain't been teaching them that stuff. So when they wake up, they might just have the knowledge of us being Israelites. They don't have the scriptures to back it up, though. Even Kanye. Kanye's looking at us as Israelites, but he's still looking at us from from a Christian perspective. He even said it in the video, in the interview. I'm a Christian. Right? So, like, it's imperative, man, that the Israelites, the real ones, the ones that got the knowledge, it's imperative that we keep pushing this thing. It's imperative that we don't give up the fight, because we got to get brothers like Kanye on track for real. Now that we know what he's trying to do, you know what I'm saying? We got to find a way to get in contact with this brother. Get him on Clubhouse or something. You feel me? We don't need to be talking to Whack 100 stupid behind. We need to be talking to Kanye West, bro. Because we done spoke to Whack. Whack ain't told the world we Israelites yet. Whack just letting us do interviews on his platform. He ain't came out and said, hey, bro, we them Jews, man. He ain't grew no beard. He ain't let his bald head in the five. Like, he ain't letting the cul-de-sac grow. Brothers like Kanye, if we could get him on Clubhouse, things will change. Go ahead, Doc.
No, I was gonna say, he said in the interview that he got cool with Whack 100. He even mentioned that he got cool with Whack 100. So that's a key point, though, right there. Like, yeah, reaching out to those, that's a stair step right there. Speaking of other brothers,
Clubhouse brothers, if y'all can set that up, man, get that set up. Get Whack to get us in contact with Kanye so that we could talk to this brother and teach him what he needs to be taught. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Get him in contact with Adonai Wall or something. Because y'all know we be on there. You know what I mean? But make that happen if y'all watching this, man. We need that to go down. Because somebody got to teach this brother, man. You know what I'm saying? What's that brother that used to play for the Chiefs that's woke right now?
I want to say, Larry Johnson.
Larry Johnson.
Right? Yeah. And
Larry Johnson need to get in contact with Kanye or something, man. Somebody got to talk to him. Jamal Charles. Jamal Charles, he don't speak about it. He just wear fringes and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Griffin's woke. He wore the shirt. Eddie Murphy made the song. Right? Like, it's all type of people that know the truth, bro, but they not just straight up standing on it. You feel me? We need brothers to get in contact with these folks so that we could really teach them what they need to be taught, so that they could stand on what they saying. A lot of them, I think, ain't really coming up because they don't have the knowledge to put behind the things that they're saying. They're just hearing it on YouTube or whatever it is, and then that's it. You know what I mean? We could actually teach them, though. So we need to make that happen if we can, man. Give me Psalm 94 and verse 1. We're going to get a couple more and close it out.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 94.
And give me Sirach chapter 12 and verse 10.
Psalms 94 and 1, right, Adawan?
Yeah, Psalm 94 and 1, read the verse 5.
Con Adawan. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 94, starting at verse 1. O Lord God, to whom vengeance belongeth, O God, to whom vengeance belongeth, shew thyself. Lift up thyself, thy judge of the earth. Render a reward to the proud. Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall they utter and speak hard things?
Yeah, man. How long are they going to try? How long are they going to be able to make us speak wrong things? Right?
That's right.
That's what Kanye's saying. That's what he's pleading here. He just don't know the scripture. How long do I got to keep letting these people call me crazy for saying we the Israelites when it's facts? How long do I got to keep letting these people say that, hey, no, you're anti-Semitic for calling yourself a Jew? How, if I'm a Jew? How long? Keep going.
Verse 4. How long shall they utter and speak hard things? And all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. They break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict thine heritage.
How long? They afflict our heritage. Damn it, they stole it. Because the heritage that they follow ain't the real one. We don't wear yarmulkes and curly cues. They not only afflict our heritage by taking down brothers like Kanye, taking out brothers like Tupac, right? They afflict us by making our culture and heritage a killing culture towards our people.
Right.
Making us rap about it, sing about it, making it all our young people know. Right? Where Van is from, my cousin Van that used to work at TMZ, Van Lathan, he from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. The culture in Baton Rouge is kill, kill, kill. That's where NBA YoungBoy Alfredo Bang from. TBG, BG, I'm a BBG. It's a war going on right now. It's all because of the music that they get taught. These are the same kids whose parents grew up listening to the Hot Boys and all of them, right? They was rapping about the same stuff. Before that, it was NWA. It was Masterpiece people, right? We've been rapping about this stuff for a long time. And it's to the point where now this killer culture is literally what you think about when you think of black people, Hispanic people, Native American people. You think of them just killing each other. That's the culture that we've been given now, as opposed to the actual heritage of us being the Israelites. And it's to the point where now when a brother tells you who we actually are, folks is able to call him crazy. That type of stuff needs to change, man. But the only way it changes is if we could stop, stop from being under these people. Stop having to follow their agendas, which is what he was talking about. We got to get our own stuff. We got to gather together as the nation not desired before the day is the chaff. We have to do that. Kanye just don't know that scripture. He said it though. All right. Is there anything else on that?
That was in that one. That's verse 5.
Con, what I asked you for? Sirach 12 and 10. Give me that and we'll shut it down.
Okay. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness.
Yeah, man. And that's a message for all the people that's out there in the community, man, in the celebrity community. Stop trusting these people. Because you see, Kanye had all of them. They were his handlers. There were folks that supposed to have his back. And they basically used how close they was to him to allow themselves to be the people that made him sound crazy. It's the Jewish people that he had behind him that have put this narrative out there in the media about him being somebody that's just gone off the deep end. He's 730. Right? And he said that. It started with my Jewish trainer, the guy who I work out with. My trainer put out the business that I'm crazy and y'all believed him. My trainer. Millions of my friends went to the hospital and seen me when I was locked up when I was in the hospital, when I had my episode. This one Jewish dude said I was crazy. You got to cut the camera off on him. And now Kanye done went off on the deep end. He's like, it's all about the Jewish media, man. Whatever they say goes. And he's tired of it. Just like we tired of it, right? They got us on the Southern Poverty Law Center. They got us on the what's it? Anti-Defamation League. They got us on Canary Missions. All different things to try to expose us, right? Kanye probably on there too. If he's not, he's gonna be soon. These are the things they do, man, to stop this message from getting out there because it's that important. So y'all do what y'all can to keep waking up people, man. Keep teaching them what they need to be taught. Because you see, for Kanye to do what he's doing, that should show you how important it is for us to know who we actually are as a people, right? He a billionaire in the face of everybody in the world right now, letting everybody know, hey, we the people. They need to apologize for what they've been doing, and they need to fix it. They need to give us our land back. He said he wants his sports stadium shows back. We need our reparations. We need our land.
Right.
They need to stop lying about Jesus not being black, because we the blood of Christ. He said we from Africa too, which he ain't lying about. Israel is in Africa, so that people should look like us. Right? That's all subliminal things he was trying to put out there. So this cancel culture need to stop. We don't need to cancel Kanye. You can't cancel Kanye. He said that. Because Kanye is coming with the Most High's message, and you can't cancel the Most High. By Shema Mashiach Yahushua.
By Shema Mashiach Yahushua.
All right? So I'm going to end it there, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the lesson. We got a Sons of Thunder Israelites. It is our prayer and heart's desire that all Israel might be saved. Ooh, wait. Hold on a second. All right. Just wanted to make sure we got everything straight. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all next week. Y'all be sure to watch the rest of these classes we got. Gonna have some good things for y'all throughout the rest of the week. Once again, I hope y'all enjoyed your tabernacles. If you're still out there, stay safe. Shalom.
Shalom, Yasharala.
Shalom, Yisrael.